Question 39, it says using a suitable database package, import the file size.csv. Assign the following data types to the fields. So once it says database, think of Access database. These are the fields and these are the data types. Ensure that you use the meaningful field names. You may add another field as a primary key field if your software requires it. I will not add another primary key when I create the table for the database. But let's go create the database first. So you go Start, Program, Microsoft Office, and Access database. And in here you'll see it says blank database, and that's what I want is a fresh start on the database. I'll click in here. I say where do I want to save it? I'll save it in the June-May system paper and in paper 2, and here I call it sites. Create. Now the database, as you see, is empty. There is no tables in here, so you're going to create a table using design view. You click on that, lower, make it small in here, so I could look at these data fields. So the first one is code, and that will be text. It already says text, and then reference, and that will be numeric. Once it says numeric or integer, so it means a number. So we go in a number. If we have integer here with accepted integer, and when you click OK, if you see that it says field size, it is an integer, long integer. So country, that will be text. Go next. Current area, and that will be numeric. So we go in here and click number. If you type n in here, usually it finds it. So it's potential area. As in here, if I type n, it finds it right automatically. I don't have to go for the drop down. But if you want to go drop down, this is your choice. Now, and the last one is owned, and that will be Boolean. Once it says Boolean or logical, that means it is a yes and no. Yes or no data type. Doesn't take any other value. Let's say you look at number, it could take any value here, or text could take any kind of character of text. But Boolean takes only yes or no. So right here we click yes and no. Now we're done. You click save, either in here or when you close the table, it says do you want to save it? And you say yes, and it will say sites. That's how I'm going to save it. Database is sites, the table is sites. Click OK. Here it says there is no primary key in the defined. Do you want it? As you see in here, it says your database might require a primary key. But since I do not want it to interfere with the files with the data that I'm going to import from the site's CSV, so I'm not going to create a primary key. I leave it like that. I don't need a primary key here. And the table is created. As you see, this is how it is, and this is yes, no. You go to the design. That's how the design is. You would need to print screen of this table and put it in a Word document and put your name, candidate number, and center and print it out. That is an evidence for your work. Now let's go. Let's close the table. Let's go and import the file site CSV. So go File. If you don't have it in here, you click on those arrows and it says Get External Data and import it. And we are in the file that we want. And if it doesn't show the table, only MDB, because we open a database, so it shows only database files. So we don't want database files, we want CSV files. Because, as you see in here, CSV, this means text files. So size CSV, SEC CSV styles sites.csv. Click import. You will get this dialog box in here. It says limited, delimited. We leave it as it is. We don't want to go fixed length. We leave it as it is. We go next. We leave it because this delimited. As you see, there's code, reference, etc. We don't want this imported. We already have it in the table. So we don't want that imported. We click first row contains field names. So we're not going to import. We're going to import whatever data it is underneath it. Click next. And in here, not a new table. We already have a table. Click down there and you click sites. Go next and import the table size and finish. And it says that the data has been imported. You click OK. If you open the size table, as you see, it has been imported. All the data has been imported, and in the file there is tick that means yes, this means no. All the data has been imported in the table. Next question asks you to insert, this says print screen the data field. That's what I just told you earlier. That is when you go on design, you print screen this, you put it in Word, and you put your name on it, and you print it out. Now, the question after 40, which talks about print screen, go to 41. Says insert the data for the following three fields. Check your data entry for errors. So we're going to insert these data in the table. We go to the database. I minimize it a bit and go scroll down all the way to the end. And here I would type OC and the reference number 1 and then Australia. I might as well copy Australia because I'm going to use it. And then 330 and then 790 and then yes. 790 and then I click yes. And then we'll go to the next one, OC, and that is 2. Next one, Control V to paste Australia in there. Go to the next one, that's 0. That is 7420, and that is no. We leave it empty. The last one, OC, and that is 3, and then Control V to paste Australia 0. That's 550, and that is yes. As you see, it has been marked. That's the end of question 41.